Skinny girls weak, them hoes don't compare. Junk in the trunk looking like 2 pairs. Woo, got me hotter than a sauna. Ass so fat, make me wanna thank your mama. Ass so fat, I think I need a lap dance. Ass so fat, about to pop out of them pants.
Hey guys, what's up? What's up?
What's good?
Why you laughing at me? I ain't even gonna cut this out anyway. You guys, I'm coming today to hit you guys with another recipe. Today I'm showing you guys how I make my stuffed meatballs. So if you want to see how I make my stuffed meatballs, stay tuned.
XOXO, my love is very special. If you want it, you can have it, but don't take me for granted. So much things I did not say. I'm from Portmore, that's in J. Hey, we can do it on that beach there.
Okay, you guys, so I have about 7 pounds of ground Angus beef chuck steak right here. Of course, you can use any kind of ground beef you like, but I bought a lot of this for these meatballs and my lasagna, so this is what I have. So this is going to be a super quick, easy recipe. So the first thing I'm going to put in here, of course, I'm using a lot of ground beef, so you will adjust the seasonings to the amount you're using. The first thing I'm adding to my ground beef mixture is a pack of beefy onion soup mix. Next, I'm going to add some smoked paprika. Next, I'm going to add some steak seasoning. It's crazy because I never use this on steak, but I love to use steak seasoning on my meatballs and my burgers. So I'm using some steak seasoning. I'm going to use a lot of this because this is going to be like a lot of the seasoning. This steak seasoning has like ground garlic, some fennel, some kosher salt, some coarse black pepper. It has a lot of good stuff in it. This is going to be like pretty much our salt base. And since I'm using so much ground beef, I'm going to go ahead and just put a lot. Like a lot. This is the one I use. I get this one from Aldi's. And this is what's in it. Black red pepper, garlic, you can tell it has fennel. You can see the fennel seeds in here. Coarse black pepper. This is a really good seasoning. So that right there should be good. You want to make sure your meatballs are super flavorful inside and outside. So the next thing I do is I'm going to add some coarse parsley. Just so you can see it speckled throughout. So another trick for moist meatballs, I don't do a dry breadcrumb, I do a wet breadcrumb. So I'm going to take 3 slices of Wonder Bread. This is Wonder Bread. So I have 3 slices of Wonder Bread, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak it with some milk. Just want to soak the bread with some milk. This is actually some half and half because that's what I have. I don't have any milk because we don't really drink milk. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and soak the milk and some, soak the Wonder Bread in some milk. I'm going to let that soak for a couple seconds. Well, for a couple minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and prep the cheese that we're going to stuff inside. Okay, so right here what I have is 2 8-ounce blocks of whole milk mozzarella cheese. What I did was I added 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. What that does is help to make sure that the cheese doesn't like ooze out while it's cooking, opposed to when it just like pulls and stretch when you bite it or cut into it. So that's what you do. You just add a little bit of flour and it keeps it inside the meatball. So I'm going to toss the cheese in the flour. That looks perfect. I really just put a little bit of flour just to coat it. You know, it's not going to change the, integrity of the taste or, nothing like that. It's just to coat it. So, back to our meat station. We're gonna go ahead and mix this all up really, really good.
Why this make you feel like though? Why this make you feel like though? Why this make you feel like though? Girl, come wine till you broke off your back, broke off your back, broke off your, broke off your, broke off your back. If you broke off your back, broke off your back, broke off your, broke off your, broke off your back. Girl, you know you got the glue, know you got the glue, know you got the glue. Come broke off your back, broke off your back.
Okay, you guys, so this is mixed up really good. As you can see, all the bread has broken down. All the seasoning is evenly distributed. You see, as I go through the whole pile, you see seasoning everywhere. That's what you want. You see that? Seasoned throughout. Look at that. See? Perfect, perfect, perfect. This meatball's going to be flavorful on the inside and the outside. So let me show you now how we form these meatballs. Okay, you guys, so as you see, I have a tablespoon here. We're going to scoop some meat. My hands is clean, of course. So you're going to take your little tablespoon amount of meat. You're going to flatten it out like that. Then you're going to take a piece of the mozzarella. Put it right there, fold the sides over it, and then roll it. Make sure you roll it, make sure there's no seams or anything like that because you don't want the cheese to come out. And there you go. See? Perfect. I'm going to do another one for you to see. Take a scoop, a tablespoon of the meat, flatten it out. Take a chunk of cheese, fold the sides over, roll it up. Pretty self-explanatory, right? See? So that's how you do it, you guys. I have like a million more to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do these and I'm going to come back. Okay, you guys, so this is going to be my first batch of meatballs. As you can see, the meatballs are all the same size, nice and round, perfectly uniform. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to bake these. And we're not going to pan fry them, we're going to bake them at 350 for about 15 minutes. Check on them, see how they look, see if they need more time or not. But yeah, this is the first batch going in the oven. Okay, you guys, here's my meatballs. They're nice and done. As you can see, some of the cheese is coming out of some of them. That's only because I overstuffed some of them. I put like 2 pieces of cheese. So if you don't want your cheese to come out, don't put as much as me. If you don't mind, load it up. But anyway, on top of this, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic marinara. Okay, so that looks really good. I'm not going to add any more seasoning because there's so much seasoning in the meatballs and stuff. And as this simmers in the oven, it's going to, you know, just mix and meld together. So I'm going to put this in the oven for like 10-15 more minutes and just, you know, let that sauce seep in. Okay, you guys, so my meatballs are done. You can see all the cheese. I don't really need to cut into it and show you that cheese pull or nothing like that. This is the perfect amount of sauce. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of parsley. That looks good. These look perfect. Even those little dark spots. That's just from the oven. You can see all the cheese. Yum. If you really want to load it up, put this into like some garlic bread. Make like a garlic sub with more cheese and melt it. OMG. Perfect.
tropic and litty again. All of my partners is poppin', you know that we litty again. All of the fours on college, you know that we litty again. They don't wanna see the squad, they don't wanna see the rain.